Gotta talk fast. Gotta talk fast. Gotta talk faster, faster, faster. Gotta talk fast.
Welcome to an oral review of Archie Sonic's Comic the Comic the Hedgehog. Yeah, I'm not doing great. Welcome to an oral review of Archie Comics Sonic the Hedgehog, reminding you of the journalism fundamentals: who, what, when, where, why, and how. Observing things and breaking them down to their most fundamental parts is an essential part of not just reporting, but the situational awareness. From there, go into details. Who are the people party to? What are they carrying? When did the situation occur? Down to the minute, where exactly, and in relation to nearby landmarks in the town, county, or local highway, etc. I'm Nick. Except for this intro, I wrote the script.
And I'm Dominic, and except for this intro, I haven't read any of today's script. And yeah, just being, my dad always told me, be observant, stay aware. He would just constantly drill that into me, just of my surroundings, just while we were out and about. And which is really funny coming from a man who drank a lot. But for in terms of like just being observant, that shit really is like very important. It's so easy to get sucked into your phone or just hyperfixate on something, at least for me. But to just be aware of your surroundings. Hey, where's the fire exit to the, just randomly while you're out and about? Let's say someone just yelled fire right now. How would I get out of here? Right. And
yeah, you should always be, every room you go into, you should be like constantly thinking, how can I take out every single person in this room with whatever variety of items you're holding, right? Mm-hmm. So if it's a hose, it's like, how do I go about this? What's the safest way to wrap everyone up and tie them up and obviously win on my first try for the fight, like, because I'm just naturally good at fighting when the moment occurs, and I wouldn't lose in a fight, clearly.
Let's say you had to become a fighter like right now. Would you be more Sonic or would you be more Knuckles?
Oh, Knuckles, come on. He's cruising for a bruising, you know. He's got the huge muscles. Oh yeah, Knuckles for sure, man.
Have you ever been in a fight? Have we talked about this? I've never been in a fight.
No, I
like a serious physical fight. Yeah.
No, the closest I got to was in middle school. Some kid the kid clearly had anger issues and whatnot, and I wasn't talking to him or anything. He just like came up to me and just started kicking me in the leg like over and over again. And I was just like, can you not? And after like 5 kicks, 6 kicks, I like punched him in the arm and he walked away crying. And then like 10 minutes later, he came up to me and punched me in the face a bunch.
Oh no.
But I was really tall and he was really short. And so he was like jumping up to punch me in the face. And I just started laughing at him.
Holy shit, dude. You literally, this guy became a cop or an ICE agent and is now taking that because of you specifically.
Yeah, right. Well, because like he lost like any strength he had. He lost like trying to jump up to my face.
Right.
I've really lucked out being tall at a young age with this. And yeah, I assume me laughing at him probably degraded him a lot more morally, because after like 5 punches, he just walked away like kind of butthurt.
That's actually incredible. Wow.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that would have probably gone differently if I was shorter. So,
yeah. And I know Nick's telling the truth because he does not like care about showing off his physical prowess at all.
Well, I'm not strong. That's why. I present the air that I'm strong.
You do actually a little bit. Yeah. Like your look, you could I've been watching a lot of videos of cops lately for reasons and for journalistic reasons. And you could so be a chud. You could easily be a chud. Just put on a trucker hat.
I mean, I think cowboy sunglasses look is I showed that one picture I took when I took I wore the costume. I wore the costume on the show, the big sunglasses and the cowboy hat and whatnot. Sent that to my friend, and he was like, "You look like such a fucking Republican." I was like, "Yeah, I see it."
All right.
I bought. Me and my friends did a bit recently, and I bought a sweatsuit. Maybe I'll send you a picture, and we can blur out my friends. But we had a sweatsuit party, and I sent the picture to Mike F, and he was just like, "You look like Andrew Tate." I was like, "Oh, no.
like a tracksuit."
Yeah, so I was wearing a tracksuit, and I was wearing like big aviator sunglasses. I was having a ball, and then he sent that, and I just
well, you have a chin. That's the important part.
It helps. It helps. So, all right, what are we reading today, Dominic?
We are reading Archie comics Sonic the Hedgehog number 51, released in July of 1997, publication date October of 97. Wait, what? The publication date came after the release date?
So what I'll say is I just copied it from a certain website and I didn't look at the dates at all.
Okay, well, either way, 97. Reality Bites, written by Carl Bowlers and penciled by Sam Maxwell. Have you heard of the name Carl Bowlers before?
Yes, but only in the context of our live stream that we just did 2 weeks ago. That name came up in chat.
Gotcha. God, I feel so bad for our audience. Because they're like, you literally just mentioned him 5 minutes ago when I was watching the last video.
Well,
and it's like, yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
God, we're so good at content. Okay, the planet Mobius. This is Carl's writing in the intro page. The planet Mobius was like a paradise until the evil Dr. Robotnik and his mechanical legions conquered the land and its people, using his knowledge of technology and pollution. But many young, courageous citizens banded together as a brave group of freedom fighters. They struggled to overthrow the dictator and, one day, regain what was once theirs. Among them, the greatest of the freedom fighters is the fastest and way coolest dude on 2 feet, Sonic the Hedgehog. I should read this in Sonic's voice now. But now, with Robotnik's seeming demise, the freedom-fighting band of bot-kicking rebels who brought an end to his tyrannical reign of techno-terror can finally enjoy a long-awaited peace. Or can they? Read closely, Speed Freaks, because only Sonic the Hedgehog can answer that question for you. The celebration is already underway. Let's join the freedom fighters as they corner Sonic away from the other villagers. All right, here we go. This is still like some. It's not bubbles. What's the box? Is it just boxes?
Yeah. They're just always there to describe like time or location, and I don't know if there's like a specific comic name for it.
I'm gonna say boxes. So if you hear boxes, that's like the narrator yellow boxes or whatever boxes. So not spoken dialogue. The time, the night of Robotnik's defeat. The place, Not Whole Village Freedom Fighter compound. This is Nick. Sonic is surrounded by the freedom fighters congratulating him on his defeat of Robotnik. Sally presents an award to Sonic for his outstanding bravery, bold courage, and strong leadership. He immediately puts on the medal. He takes a moment to soak in his achievement. Later that night, he's fast asleep in his racing bed when Sally sneaks in and wakes him up for a secret mission. Sonic, thinking he's about to get some puss, hops up and immediately follows her to a cliff. Sonic begins to think something is afoot since they've wandered so far into the Great Forest. Sonic starts questioning Sally. Hey, Sally, what gives? We've come all the way up to the Great Forest and you haven't even pulled out a condom. You haven't even said a word about this secret mission. This totally isn't like you. Why so hush-hush? Just what is the secret? Sally's eyes turn red. The secret is that your secret mission isn't so secret after all, you fool. Combots jump out of the woodwork and start shooting at Sonic. He's able to dodge all the attacks. He runs off to warn the others about what is happening. Sally, who now looks like a robot, screams after him. Tell them all, no one can hear you, Sonic. Soon, Not Whole will belong to Dr. Robotnik. End of part 1. So, for the record, I get it. I fucking get it. I would have done the exact same thing, but just reading, suddenly, Sonic gets ambushed, but he's able to dodge all the attacks, so he runs off.
Yeah.
It never gets old reading that.
I have a question,
yes.
And it's more of a personal question or like preference. I don't know. When I wrote the line, Sonic knows something is afoot, right? What was my exact verbiage?
Sonic begins to think something is afoot.
I had a line there that I was really proud of, but I decided it was too crass.
You just said he's about to get some puss, so...
Well, yeah, that's why I was like... Immediately after, I was like, Sonic knows something is afoot because he hasn't got any puss or something like that. And I was trying to workshop it, but then I was just like, this is a little crass.
Were you gonna say this? Sonic begins to think something is afoot because he hasn't gotten a puss or something like that?
Yes, that's what I was trying to workshop, and I was like, is it too much?
Sonic begins to think something is afoot. Sans, no puss, no.
And then I realized I was sitting there working on this joke for too long. And then I just deleted it, and I was like, I need to keep on writing. Please write in with your suggestions.
How would you write this?
Yeah, right. Well, and I thought it was really funny using the word puss, and then immediately after using it again in a dumber way.
God. I've never heard that term before. It's just puss.
Yeah, no, that's what makes it funny. Is it's so like sexist.
It's sexist and like extra crass.
Yeah, it's just gross. Like to the point where I was like, should I actually just delete this and make this a little bit more?
No, now it's funny. Now it's really good.
Now that we've really dug into this.
Yeah. Okay. So...
Yeah, let's talk about this. Right off the bat, the coolest thing about this issue is Sonic sleeps in a race car bed.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking adore that. I think that is so cool, so funny, like so in character. Fantastic addition. He also has a poster of chili dogs in his room.
Yes, he does. Uh-huh.
That's all right. I don't hate that. I've seen dumber decisions in this book. This is like, I mean, we'll talk about this more after part 4, but like as an immediate follow-up to things that happened in the last issue, I already feel like this is a little disappointing in the context. I mean, the title is called Reality Bites. Sally is turning evil. It's pretty obvious this is a dream, right?
Mm.
So
maybe I'm too like TV coded, but how cool would it have been if we had just taken a single issue to really just like see what people are like now that they believe all danger is gone?
Yeah, I would have
like a character
I would have preferred
driven
something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know what kind of mandate they have in terms of like comics where they're like something like we have to have action in one way or another.
We need 3 punches contractually.
Yeah, right. But like they just defeated Robotnik. I want to see what that means.
Mm-hmm.
I want are the villagers of Not Whole like finally sleeping like with a sigh of relief? I wanted to see like an actual like award ceremony, right? Not this weird like we're gonna go in a corner and give you a medal, not show anyone.
Mm-hmm. Like honestly, like that could have been perfect for the writers, who I'm assuming are all Star Wars heads, warheads, if they could have done like Star Wars ending ceremony.
Yeah, like a huge award ceremony. Yeah.
Okay,
I wouldn't have minded that something like that.
Now, to be fair, the title page is basically that. So if you go to the title page, the cover page,
Yeah. Okay.
That
Show me that.
and I'm assuming this cover page, which for our listeners, is all the freedom fighters in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
And the crowd is cheering, and there's like confetti everywhere, which is nice. And I'm assuming that happens right before the first actual page of when they take Sonic away from the crowd. Now, he already has the medal in the cover page, but that's fine, because as we've mentioned before, cover pages, at least for this comic, and I think it's true for a lot of comics, they tend to be like an out of time, out of chronological order, like summary of what the at least first part of the issue is going to be or something. It doesn't have to be canonical, but sometimes it can be. It's like in this weird in-between space, and it's just common to accept that. And I'm fine with that too. It's like part of the vocabulary of comics. Rotor crying on the cover page is incredible.
Well, it does kind of look like he took too big of a hit or something. He's like, he can't handle it.
He was like, "Oh fuck! I didn't know. I didn't know we were doing a
the
ceremony."
award ceremony was today, which is funny because it's like hours after they get back. So I imagine he gets like back from Robotnik and he's like, "I need a fucking chill after today," and he just like rips his bog, and then everyone's like, "Let's go do the award ceremony." He's like, "Oh no!"
This reminds me of New Year's Eve 2019, which was celebrating New Year's Day 2020. It was 2020 was the year that weed became legal officially in Illinois. So on top of the 1920s parties we were having, if you remember that, everything was 1920s.
I don't have friends. I never had these parties. But I believe you.
Everyone was dressed as flappers and whatnot. But anyway, at least a lot of people were. That's the party I went to.
All of your friends.
Yes. Yeah, it was a lot of friends in a big house, Nick, and everyone was well adjusted. But so mean. When the clock struck midnight, my friends and I, shout out to my friend Glenn especially, he just started yelling like, "Weed is legal, weed is legal," and like a bunch of people left the house to like smoke outside, and it was really funny. Meanwhile, because we were playing music before, there was like a jam session happening. We started playing Auld Lang Syne, and then I was like, "Everyone, keep playing, loop the chords, play it again." And I was like, "Hey, everyone, for Auld Lang Syne, finish it. Country roads, take me home." It's the same fucking chords of the refrain, not the verses. The refrain of Country Roads, take me home, country roads, is the same as Auld Lang Syne. That was a good memory. And then the pandemic happened.
Which was also a great memory.
Yes. Okay, but anyway, this is definitely, I mean, similarly, in a similar arc, yeah, we're doing some shit. There's some Robotnik shit going on. I don't know.
Or is it?
Yeah. I mean, there's the thing. I do know, because I promise I did actually read the issue, but it's like, I don't care. Like, we just came off of this high. Why are you doing this? And again, yeah, maybe it was contractual, but... And again, with the robot people replacements. And again, I know I did read the ending. I do know why, but just from a narrative writing point, I'm like, I'm sick of this.
Well, you're only gonna get more of it, dude.
I know.
I'm just like, okay. My one question. I was gonna save this until later, but your little robot rant. So in the early panels for Sally, she looks like Sally, yes. Right? And then in the last panel of Sally on page 5, she looks like a robot.
Well, we know
what's
why.
happening there.
We know why. Are we trying to be coy, or are we just
well, that this is a dream? I've said it.
Okay. Oh, you did say it? Okay, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean,
how does Sonic not catch this? That's what I'm trying to say.
It's a dream.
I'm just saying he's not making sense here.
He's not thinking too fast. He's thinking too slow.
Well, this should have been the moment for him where he was just like, this is clearly a dream. Let me start lucid dreaming.
Have you ever done that before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once.
Like, and did you
really
catch
weird.
it? Were you like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
I'm in a
yeah.
dream?
I was literally like, this is a dream. There's no way this is happening.
What was the
And,
trigger? What was like the, oh, okay.
I don't remember, but I do remember talking to someone immediately after being like, yeah, congratulations. You figured it out, dude. You can do whatever you want. And I was just like, really? Like,
in the dream?
yeah. I was just like, yeah, just like anything. I was like, yeah, just do it, man. I was like, okay.
That's like some Morpheus shit where it's like, oh, yeah, Neo, you figured it out. Yeah, great. Okay, start doing stuff.
Well, the annoying thing was immediately after, I was like, oh, hell yeah. I know how to lucid dream. This will clearly happen all the time now. Has never happened since.
You can train it, or at least so I've read, that I think one of the keys is every time you dream, immediately write it down, like have a paper and pen next to you and write it down.
That's the thing, is I do need to start writing my dreams down because I don't remember the majority of them.
Yeah. Because you're not getting any outside of a dream, so you might as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I need it. Have you ever lucid dreamed? Dreamt?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
And generally, I think we've talked about this. Generally, I don't remember my dreams too much.
I also don't really remember a lot of my dreams.
Yeah. Henceforth,
so that's another reason why I was so incredibly excited that I lucid dreamed.
Yeah. I think that's most people. Okay.
I hope. I don't want to be a weirdo.
Moving on. Reality Bites, Part 2. We open on Tails and Sonic. Tails is flying, carrying Sonic a la Sonic 2 style. Robots are shooting lasers at the two of them, and Tails is dodging lasers left and right. Sonic yells out to Tails, "The bad news is someone's taken over old Robotnik's spot and roboticized Sally. The worst news is that they're headed for Knothole." Sonic sees an image of Uncle Chuck in front of him, but it disappears, and a robotic dragonfly appears in front of Tails and himself. He warns Tails and notices crab meat below them. He calls out to Tails, "Uh-oh, Tails. Looks like trouble always comes in twos." This is Tails now. "Wrong. In your case, it comes in threes." I like to imagine that's how that happened.
No, I think that's exact. I think he fucking crushed it.
Tails lets go of Sonic and is falling to his death. He hits the ground and there is a giant crater. Tails, who is now a robot, is standing at the edge of the crater with crab meat, wondering where Sonic went. We cut to Sonic, who is burrowing through the ground using his spin dash? He keeps digging. Was that meant to be a question mark?
Yeah, okay. I don't get what's happening. I mean, it is a dream, so I'm letting it slide.
Yeah,
but this is going to happen in the actual comic, and then I'm going to be annoyed.
Yes. He sees an image of Uncle Chuck once again. He ignores it and starts digging upwards. If his calculations are correct, he's right near the hot spring. End of part 2.
Yeah. I mean, if he can just spin dash through the ground, what's the point of Knuckles? He's a digger, not Sonic.
Mm-hmm. I do like Tails' line here. "Hasta la vista, mista."
That was wasn't it the Combots beneath him? Oh no, I see. Okay.
Yeah. That was him saying that towards the Combots.
Yeah. I like the fact that crab meat was here.
Yeah, honestly. That also should have been another tip of like, wait a second.
Yeah, for sure. I also really dig robotic-sized Tails. He's got a really good, like, evil look, I think.
He does, yeah. He looks rustic.
Yeah.
So the pale. I like the coloring here. We don't give enough credit to the the artists of color. Yeah, the artists of color. We don't give enough credit to them.
We don't.
Unironically, we don't. But I'm trying to find a name. I'm sorry. There's not a fucking credits page here?
No, I actually had to look it up online because I couldn't find it.
Can you find it?
I put it in the... Didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. I mean, I'll verify it, but I'm pretty confident it's the writer.
Oh, okay, cool. That's cool.
Yeah, colors, Carl Bowlers.
Okay, cool. So writing and colors, interesting. That's a nice workflow, actually.
Yeah.
Good way to return the favor, because I would be like, "Hey, illustrator, can you like?" I hate giving feedback. Like in the sense of like doing another iteration, another draft. It's like, hey, can you reshoot all of this video? Because I've done that before. And it's like, oh shit. But yes, the
Oh,
colors.
you said that as a critique to someone? Like, can you just reshoot all of this?
Well, it's more like the tone, right? Like you like you got to redo it. So I should also mention, as part of this journalism thing, we're also trying to pivot to video as well. So if you want to hear me talk about like real things, like hard news, subscribe to Unraveled at Unraveled Press. But anyway, Machine Tails here looks, the coloring is nice with the faded grays and or not grays, faded like a brown grayish kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. And for the record, I don't know if this has been said. Sometimes we read through like the not digitized. How do you say it? Not scanned, not like direct scans of books, but sometimes we read through the digital versions of the comics.
Right. Yeah. That's it.
But I always put on screen here on YouTube, if you're watching, at least I always try to do the scans, the original scans.
I think that's better, personally.
Yes, I concur. I concur.
Yeah. Well, I always read the digital ones.
Yeah,
it's actually one read. Yeah.
It's more convenient because you can read it. It's more available, which is fine.
I don't think there's much else to say about this.
Yeah, we're just getting a revisit of some familiar faces like Buzz Bomber and Crabmeat. Crabmeat, especially because he was actually like a character.
Yeah, Crabmeat was the coolest. So,
Part 3, here we go. Sonic emerges from the ground and spots Bunny. She's on the floor, crying. Her legs have been destroyed. She calls out to Sonic. Everyone's gone screwy, Sonic. The princess, Tails, even your uncle. Sonic brings Buns to her feet and puts her arm over his shoulder. They begin walking away when Buns says, a holographic image of your uncle just appeared out of nowhere and shot laser beams at me. Sonic replies, that's schizo as shit, Bunny. No, she said, like that. Like when I read that, that really was schizophrenic as shit.
Yeah.
To be fair, that was accurate. So fine, it's fine. I just think it's funny to read. Sonic says, but wait, I saw the same projection a minute ago. How could it have attacked you just now? Just then, Buns' eyes turn, guess what? A glowing red. She takes a swing, but Sonic misses. Sonic
but Buns misses.
Yeah. So because you put here, Sonic takes a swing, Sonic but misses. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, no, that's if you were in my head, it would have made sense.
Are you dyslexic? Have we said this before? I think I've asked you this before. Are you dyslexic?
You ask, like, I feel like once every 5 episodes if I'm dyslexic. At this point, I think the answer is yes.
Okay. To be fair, I do like a mental dyslexic thing where I'm not reading the letters swapped, but like I just swap the words in the sentence. So I get it. I actually do get it. She takes a swing at Sonic, but she misses. Sonic runs off with Buns chasing. As Sonic runs, he spots a power ring sitting in a creek. Mondo coolness, a power ring! Sonic tries grabbing the rings, but it seems stuck in the creek. He's finally able to yank out the ring and use it to tie up Buns. He escapes. He finds the secret hatch to Knothole and starts running through the tunnels. Uncle Chuck appears once again and speaks to Sonic. That's right.
Yep.
Hikosuke on Hokonox Amyok. Hey, slow down. No oblig gibberish. Hold up a sec. Are you trying to warn me about something? Is that what you've been trying to tell me? Keneg nid trembo, Sonic. I'm going to try that again. Kreneg nid trembo, Sonic.
Keneg.
Ken. It's not reversed. The letters.
No,
are
I think it's
pure
Pig
gibberish. Wait, what?
Is it Pig Latin? I don't know Pig Latin, so
I think Pig Latin is just reversed as well.
No, it's not.
I don't think so either. I think it's pure. I think this is some weeb shit. I think they were trying to be Japanese here.
All right. I'm just going to type it into Google and see if something comes up.
Okay. Immediately get like a return on like white supremacist.
Like, oh no. I'm on my work laptop.
Oh no.
Well, obviously AI instantly, because it's Google. That phrase is a classic Easter egg. You were quoting Uncle Chuck from Sonic Hedgehog issue number 51, published by Archie Comics. When Sonic finally returns to Knothole, he runs into his Uncle Chuck, who has been roboticized and is speaking in scrambled fictional code. The full iconic line is Haikoski on Haknex am Yok. Keneg Nid Trembo Sonic. It's essentially the comics version of Klato Barat Nikto. Just a fun piece of retro comic. You told me nothing, AI. What the fuck?
Well, hold on. If the AI told you that much, that it is from Sonic and that specific issue, that means someone actually did the work and found it. Because all AI is just a worse Google that's scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Well, I think I'm reading an old review from Andrews College of some guy who wrote a whole summary of this issue in text form.
Wow. So he's just doing what we're doing, but without the podcast.
Yeah.
He was doing it for the love of the game. We're doing it for subscribers and ad revenue.
Yeah, the thing we have so much of. Let me tell you, I can't wait to retire.
Not to go to Knothole? Huh? You said my name. Okay, well, we don't know where he got that from, but end of part 3.
Yeah, maybe it's just like he just feels it in his gut kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. As always, we don't understand how the magic rings work. I guess he can just make them bigger and smaller and tie buns up with the magic ring.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of accepted that.
Yeah.
My main question, did people actually say Mondo cool back in the day?
No, I think it's extraction and iteration of like, hey, kids are saying cool. Occasionally they'll say coolness. And then it's like Mondo something like here. So then the writer probably just smashed together words Mondo coolness. I mean, it's possible.
Well, so for the record, there's a very famous. Did you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
No. Well, okay. Yes, I did on Toonami, but not really all that much.
There's a very famous scene where Vegeta says the word Mondo cool, and so Sonic says Mondo cool here. I'm just like, was this something that like writers were trying to make happen in the 90s, or did people actually say Mondo cool?
I don't know. It's possible. You're right. I don't know. I'm just surprised Vegeta. Are you sure it's Vegeta? I'm sure that's famous.
I'm 1,000% sure it's Vegeta.
Yeah, that's
he's
so
the only
funny.
one cool enough to say Mondo cool. No one else would be that cool.
It makes more sense character-wise for literally anyone else to say it but Vegeta. Unless the context was he was trying to fit in.
The liquid in the capsule is synthetic Saiyan DNA, which will penetrate his every pore and make him good as new.
Whoa, Mondo cool.
That's right, boys. Mondo cool. Take a good look at it now. Because once I'm through with Frieza, there'll be no need.
So the answer is it does work in context.
It is perfect. Yeah. That is exactly how I thought it would go. Is that Krillin was the one to say Mondo cool. That's a great scene.
It's a fantastic scene.
Yep.
And so that's why I was like, okay, I know of at least 2 instances now of I always just kind of assumed Mondo cool was like a weird translation thing before, but now that I'm seeing it in Sonic, it's messing with me, I'll say.
All right. Here we go.
I'll ask the Google AI.
Mm-hmm.
Did people actually say Mondo cool? Yes, people really did say Mondo cool, but almost exclusively as a pop culture joke stemming from the dub of Dragon Ball Z. That came out in 99, and this comic was 97.
Yes. So, Sonic once again, trend setting.
Just know when you're saying Mondo cool, you're most likely quoting Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. No, honestly, Sonic the Hedgehog is the trendsetter that we don't realize in culture holistically, not just the games, but in comics and everything else as well. So, like a trendsetter in linguistics, porn. All right, here we go. Reality
Was there a
Bites
third?
part.
I was willing to accept both of those. I was just, I don't know. I felt like you were on a roll and you just kind of
No, I mean that's all that
drifted
matters.
off there.
That's all that matters.
It was really just poor. We got the first thing off, actually. It's just Trendsetter and porn.
Was there anything else we needed?
No, yeah. Go to the fourth one.
Reality Bites Part 4. Sonic emerges from the secret tunnel only to find Robotnik waiting for him, along with the roboticized freedom fighters. Ah, Sonic, I've waited for this moment a long time. I finally have Knothole, and now I've captured you as well, despite your valiant efforts. How does it feel to have egg on your face? Is that him like saying my balls are on your face? No. Okay.
I think so. That's how I interpreted that.
Sonic responds, whatever your plan is, Butnick, it won't work, and bad puns about your balls won't help you either. It seems that our spiky friend isn't willing to accept reality. I mean, what's so hard to swallow? My balls?
I knew that was coming. The moment you started doing my ball stuff, I was like, this is perfect.
Even all your friends have seen the light. Robotnik opens a bag of magic rings. Not even your vaunted magical rings can help you, especially when they're now my vaunted magical rings. Face it, Sonic, you've been beaten fairly and squarely. Your teammates have played you for a sap. And what do you say? Join us. The robotic freedom fighters begin chanting in unison. Join us, join us. Sonic starts thinking to himself. Okay, this isn't registering on the coolness scale at all. Betrayed by my best friends, while Butnick overtakes Knothole? Something just isn't. Uncle Chuck appears before him again. The world turns green. Sonic's eyes close and opens. He's back in his room, a helmet on Sonic's head. Uncle Chuck is in a wheelchair with a helmet on himself. The two helmets are tied together. Whoa, I had the weirdest dream ever, and you were all in. Hey, what's with this funky contraption? Well, let me tell you. If you had shed nightmare, you'd have been closer to the truth, Sonic. It seems that your ward was booby-trapped with an artificial virus that threw you into a virtual reality nightmare while you slept. Rotor steps in. It's true, and furthermore, had you given in to Robotnik's wishes, you would have been trapped in VR forever. The holographic image that you saw was me trying to warn you via the device I hastily whipped up. It's great to have you back, Sonic. Sonic hops out of his race car bed. Oh man, what a kick in the pants that would be if Robotnik had scored from beyond the grave. Well, as it turns out, it looks like Robotnik had nothing to do with this. But if Butnick wasn't behind this, then who? What's next? Join us in Sonic number 52 before the action really kicks into high gear in Sonic Brave New World. The ride has just started. The end.
I'm going to read something really quickly because there was a plot point here that legitimately did not make any sense to me. And then I read this and I was like, oh, this makes perfect sense. I'll open with the plot point. The, whatchamacall, the medal that Sally gives Sonic, it's booby-trapped. That makes no sense to me.
Nope.
That Sally would find, just... Did she just get a random medal kind of thing? Like someone dropped a medal near her and she was like, oh, that's an idea. I should give the one to Sonic. I don't know how. But so I couldn't find who the writer was because for some reason it just wasn't on the issue. So I had to go pull up one of the Sonic Wikipedia pages. And under the trivia for this issue, it says this. The production staff for this story was not featured due to an oversight. The credits for the story are featured in the letters section of Sonic the Hedgehog issue number 52 instead. Then on top of that, It says this: Reality Bites was initially intended to be the beginning of an overarching story arc during which it would be revealed that the Sally Sonic revived in Sonic number 50 was an automaton, which in turn would reveal that it was she who planted the dream device on Sonic's metal in the story, and that the true Sally had indeed died in Sonic the Hedgehog number 47. However, Sega decided that Sally would survive, leaving the arc to be abandoned.
That would have been cool.
It makes more sense that because now it makes like, yeah, of course, then Sally would give him this like evil metal thing.
Yeah, she didn't vet that properly.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. So that's interesting, to say the least.
Because most medals are made usually in well, no, sometimes they license them out. They are commercially made in the private sector, but then they're bought by the government, usually through some kind of vetting process. Yeah.
Yeah, and I assume Not Whole works exactly the same way.
Yeah. Which is more so someone was like, just gave her an amulet. And it's like,
yeah.
Honestly, I would have believed it more if it had just been magic. It shouldn't have been VR. It could have just been magic, and I would have believed it more.
It would have made more sense to me, truthfully.
Yeah, because at least you can wave it away with magic.
Yeah, it being VR, I was just like, so the metal is like hijacking his vision and stuff. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's better. Have you seen Disclosure Day, the new movie starring
Not yet.
Emily Blunt? Okay, I just want you to know that at one point they analyze a video, and they're like, no, it's legit. It's not fake, because the ground truth pixels are 100%. Ground truth pixels. I want you to pay attention to that when you hear it, and they kind of wave it away.
I mean, all video has ground truth pixels. Just gotta know where to look. So yeah, I feel like this issue is just kind of nothing truly.
It becomes filler.
It's just like a tease for who the next villain could be, which I feel like we should probably speculate here. Do you think it's someone we know, or if they're introducing a new character completely here?
I think it is a good setup. Not a good setup, but like it sets up a new villain. So I hope it is, or at least Mammoth Mogul. That's fine.
So I think the two obvious answers here is Mammoth Mogul and Snively, right? Yes. I kind of hope it's not Snively, just in the context of if they're truly talking about pivoting a little bit. I would like to see some parts of the world that isn't Robotnik inspired, right?
Like Crocbot, for instance.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see other places in this world.
Okay, well, technically Crocbot is a Robotnik invention, but that's far. He's literally on a different continent, so and he wants to break away. So I'm actually cool with that.
Yeah,
but yes, other parts of the world, new places, new beings.
Given the context of the plan, it does feel like Snively.
Yeah, it does. It's more well. Okay, maybe it's no, yeah, because they specify that it's VR. See, if it was magic, it could have been like Mammoth Mogul.
Well, it could have been anybody.
That's true. No.
It could have been even the ants.
Archimedes' evil brother, Plato.
Yeah, hell yeah. I would watch that. I would read that.
Good correction. Apparently, ground truth is a real thing. Ground truth pixels are a real thing.
Wow, and you're just trying to hate on Spielberg.
Yeah, I
guess. Think Spielberg would have that kind of oversight? What are ground truth pixels?
So, according to Wikipedia, ground truth is information that is known to be real or true, provided by direct observation and measurement, as opposed to information provided by interference. So, it's more of not a concrete thing, but more of just a theoretical principle, or like just a principle. So then saying ground truth pixels is like, hey, here's the pixels that we can actually say is real. But just the way they say it in the scene is so funny. Because maybe they say it. I've not been in like TV control rooms, but I don't know. I feel like people don't really talk like that, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, man. You can't be a true journalist if you don't have earth grounding pixels. I don't even remember what it was. Ground truth. Okay, well, back to Sonic. Do we feel this is a worthy follow-up to the last issue? I feel like the last issue kind of ended on a high note here.
Yeah, and then look. I'm okay with them setting up a new villain in this next issue. At least they didn't do it at the end of the last issue, right? That would have been.
Yeah.
That would have been.
Well, they kind of did. They hinted. They're like, "What about Snively? That's a story for another day." And didn't they show an image of Mogul Mammoth?
Yeah. But the thing about this is that I don't mind them at all setting up a new villain. They got to do something right away. I get that.
Oh, sure.
Just how they did it is not good, because I didn't enjoy it much, because it's falling back into the same old playbook of robotic stand-ins. And again, yes, I know it's a dream, but or a VR whatever thing, but still, just the narrative mechanic of, hey, they were actually a robot all along, is so tired, and they do it 3 times in a row one per part of this story, that it's just obnoxious. And it's like, oh, we see Robotnik again. We just saw him with Cluck, by the way. Cluck is on his shoulder. We haven't seen Cluck in a while.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like he didn't do anything, so I didn't bring it up.
He didn't.
He was there.
And I understand if they're trying to say like, oh, hey, we're trying to hint that this is actually not real because you see crab meat. Crab meat sounds like, yeah, I get what you're doing. It's just, I'm tired of it.
No, for sure.
I'm not invested.
Yeah, this issue feels pretty anticlimactic, coming directly from issue 50. Like I said, I would have, I know I said it earlier, but I would have preferred just something of more of a like immediate, how does the world react to the news of Robotnik dying, right?
Just take a breather.
What happens in Down Under? What happens in Knothole? What's happening to why am I blanking the Robotnik's world? Why can't I think of
Robotropolis?
Thank you. What's happening over there, right? Having a dream. The only thing I like about this dream thing is I'm assuming the dream kind of knows what your worst nightmare is, and his worst nightmare is all of his friends being roboticized, right? Mm-hmm. So like I do like, right? He has a fear that's very like cut and dry. His biggest fear is his friends being roboticized.
Yeah. And look, maybe we don't need a full geopolitical breakdown of the world, although that would have been cool.
Yeah, I do. Don't say we don't need that. I need that.
but if you want this to be a character-driven thing, maybe just having the characters chill and not like fight and flee every fucking page would be nice.
Yeah.
Slow it down just for one issue.
I agree.
I understand this is a children's comic or like a teen comic. That's fine, but I don't know. Treat your audience better, and they'll become better as a result. And you can action doesn't need to replace all characterization.
I agree.
I mean that this is a one time where like telling can overtake showing. Is just a breather. We're in the post. We're in the after. And just we're gathering ourselves.
I think we're there. Is there anything else you want to discuss?
Only just as a addendum to that, which is I understand these issues release monthly, so maybe it's like, well, it's been a month since these kids have seen Sonic punch something, so.
And he's got to punch something.
He's got to punch something. I don't know if he actually punches, but you know what I'm saying. It's like before action happens.
And that's the issue. Only 495 left to go. I'm Nick. I stream at twitch.tv/Mojosaurus. My personal blue sky is at Mojosaurus.
And I'm Dominic. You can follow my jazz and people power adventures and some hard journalism now, which is just still surreal to me. You can find it at Blue Collar Jazz and all the associated works there. And you can also follow my blue sky at Domguan.
You can follow us on socials at Gotta Talk Fast. We have a video version of the podcast where you can follow along with panels and watch our handsome faces. You can write in the show at sonicgrams at gottatalkfast.com. Ask us questions, provide corrections, and give us your opinion of this week's issue. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And remember, when life keeps going fast, you just gotta talk fast and just get through it. We love you.
Fast. Gotta talk, gotta talk.
Gotta Talk Fast was written by Nick Folkerts and edited by Dominic Guanzon. Intro and outro themes recorded by Dominic Guanzon. Gotta Go Fast originally composed by Norman J. Grossfeld, Joseph Garrity, and Russell Velasquez.
Gotta talk, gotta talk. Gotta talk, gotta talk. Gotta talk, gotta talk. Gotta talk. Gotta talk fast. Gotta talk fast. Gotta talk fast. Gotta talk fast.